A breaking development in the investigation into the Alaska Airlines flight that had a door plug blown off and had to make an emergency landing at PDX. NTSB says the missing piece has been found. Officials say a community member found it in their backyard. The NTSB also says during the investigation, they discovered the cockpit voice recorder, which would have given us a look into the communication during the flight, has been wiped from the system. That is standard protocol for most American airliners, but tonight the NTSB is calling on the FAA to change that protocol, saying the information in that recording would have been vital to their investigation. The NTSB also revealed that during the flight, the auto pressurization light came on. That light would indicate the cabin wasn't pressurized correctly. And they also say on this aircraft, it was reported that light came on during 3 previous flights. Alaska Airlines decided to restrict having this plane make flights to Hawaii over water in case the light led to a bigger issue.
It's certainly a concern, and it's one that we want to dig into and look at what occurred there. And if there is any relation at all or correlation to what occurred on this event, we don't know that at this time.
Fox 12's Drew Marine was at that meeting. She has the latest details, including who officials say discovered the missing door plug. Drew, that news came in at the very tail end of the meeting.
That's right. Very exciting news for the NTSB tonight. They say they're relieved after learning a school teacher named Bob found that missing door plug in his backyard. Earlier today, I spoke with a woman who was on that flight on Friday and says she's glad they're investigating and hopes the other passengers are doing okay after that life-changing experience.
So, I mean, I always listen to those emergency instructions that they give you. I just never, ever thought that I would have to use them. So I've heard them enough times that
Kelly Bartlett hopped on what was supposed to be a quick flight to California when just 15 minutes into the flight, the unexpected happened.
after that we heard a really loud boom and the plane just filled with air and wind, and the oxygen mask dropped.
She says she was sitting a few rows ahead of where a door plug flew off the plane. At first, she didn't quite know what was going on.
Because of my view where I was, I could see mostly seats and I could see the hole where the window should have been. And I thought, oh my gosh, the window blew out. Like I thought it was just the window. And it wasn't until later that I realized it was that whole wall panel and he was sitting right there. And of course they needed to move.
And after she put the oxygen mask on, another passenger jumped over her to take the empty seat next to her. She says it was a 15-year-old named Jack who was sitting in that row where the door plug flew off the plane.
He told me he lost his laptop and his cell phone, that the wind or the suction literally ripped his shirt off when it happened. And I mean, I cannot imagine what he must have been feeling in that moment. It's just crazy.
Because they were wearing masks and it was too noisy to talk, the two exchanged a bit of information through the Notes app on Bartlett's phone. She says Jack then suggested taking a selfie to, quote, commemorate the moment. She was relieved he was physically okay, along with everyone else on board.
Yeah, and I just want to count my blessings every day.
Now the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating and provided an update Sunday night.
So right now we are in a fact-finding phase of the investigation. What fact-finding means is we want to document all the evidence. We want to make sure we have all the pictures we have all the that we need, all the components we may need off of the aircraft, that we are asking the right questions for the right information.
Bartlett is grateful the FAA has grounded all 737 MAX 9 aircraft while the NTSB investigates.
I wish this wouldn't have happened in the first place, but I'm glad that they're grounding all the planes and really looking into it.
Bartlett is hoping that she can reconnect with Jack and his mom to see if they're doing okay after this, and that Boeing reaches out to those on the flight to offer compensation. In a statement, Boeing did say they will remain in close contact with their regulator and their customers. Live at PDX, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.
All right, Drew, thank you.